So we are all together, and I think we are set up for very nice company of yours. And greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Tuesday webinars by the Franchise Talk. This webinar series, which takes place on every Tuesday of each month, aims to share insights and experiences from experts in the franchise industry. And for this month, the theme of the webinar is Opportunities with Wellness Franchises. My name is Dr. Edith Becic Stiener. Our two speakers for today's webinar are Mr. Elliot Walker. He's the founder and CEO of the massage company. And of course, Mr. Andrej Okresa, who is the key account manager of company Ekosen from Europe. So first of all, I'm gonna, of course, get into my presentation in order for you to show up what are the news and maybe some new challenges if you're trying to dig into business called wellness franchises. Let's see, I'm going to share my screen. So let's begin. The franchising scene has been developing for a long time, and we've seen a lot of different franchise business models. But nowadays, in the last years, and I think 10 or 15 years, we are seeing an incredible growth in wellness franchises. I am one of the biggest fans of wellness franchising business models, and I'm really trying to understand the business ideas concept behind, and especially when it comes to new wellness statistics in the last years. So in order just to see how the statistics are, I think I owe you also my introduction. So who am I and what I have been doing for the last, I'm not going to say how many years. So I've been a franchise consultant since 2008. I've been a franchise manager for more than 15 years as well in Austria, helping different companies to set up a communication and to sell franchises all over the world. I own the master franchise concepts from Australia, also in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, and I gained a lot of large and in-depth knowledge how to apply different master franchisees concept to local markets. I set up more than 100 franchise systems in Adriatic region. It's been in hospitality, retail, wellness, services, digital, and I'm also PhD in franchising. So now I've studied differences in risk and incentives when it comes to franchising, studying the royalties, risks, and our obligations when it comes to trying to understand the franchising business concept behind it. So lately, I've been studying what a biohacking is. I've been studying how to reverse aging, and I've been studying how business models are using that in order to achieve their goal to reverse age and stay young as they can till their 90s or 100 years. So let's dig into my presentation and let's see how I can present you with a new theme. As I already said, the wellness business is booming globally. I have only the statistics for US for 2022. I haven't received anything from 2023, so I apologize for that. But it seems that tech-based franchises business models are getting into wellness as well, producing different applications to health, to wellness, to beauty care, to fitness, to nutrition, and so on and so on. So let's dig into the statistics. What you can see here is the US by a US monitor of wellness trends. It's like personal care and beauty are sharing healthy eating, nutrition, weight loss spots in the terms of how much turnover on a yearly basis they achieve. It seems like people are paying attention to how they look, to their aesthetics, and to their feeling inside the body. And as we say always in Slovenia, I do not how you maybe say also in the Middle East or MENA region, but it seems that the beauty from inside is getting outside. And I'm very grateful for that. So when it comes to thinking and applying the whole statistics to franchising, we see a lot of fitness studio, we see a lot of beauty concepts, we see a lot of achieving of health through a little bit of exercising, a little bit of fitness, weightlifting, a little bit of food, and so on. What I'm very much interested here, and I've been seeing the growth from the mental wellness and the workplace wellness. I think these two themes will go into some further places, replacing some of the traditional, maybe complementary medicine, because tech is trying to really include the brain, the body, the application, the body and the brain, the communication to itself. So maybe in future, we're going to see more of this. And I believe maybe could be the time, the last 20 questions that we have, maybe to set up the discussion also in this way. And what I've been seeing that global wellness growth has been for the last years almost, and it's predicted to be 10% or even more. And what I have noticed that more than 80 people also in my local market in Austria, in Germany, are trying to put wellness as a part of their lifestyle. More and more health, beauty, fitness, weightlifting, gaining a lot of traveling into travel tourism or massages, or trying to stay at places where we can relax and we can have our own mindset focused again and prepared for the new working day. I think wellness and work really apply to each other, as we have seen also here. A lot of people try to develop, and companies pay attention to develop the workplace wellness also in their companies. The next slide is talking about how in different countries, people are trying to see and perceive and put more life and health into connection when it comes to health, appearance, fitness, nutrition, and others. As you can see here, most of the part, what is important is health in every country that we are seeing. This is United States, Brazil, China, Germany, and Japan. And if you try to put the health and appearance all together, it seems that the first statistic that we overview when it comes to dividing by the sectors applies to these statistics as well. For me, what was interesting, because I knew that in Europe, people pay attention to health very much, and I think in the future, this will go even further. And I think the growth is going to continue, and the growth is going to be also as well in direction of trying to apply the technology together with health, together with appearance, and together with fitness. And of course, the nutrition that is being developed in the last years that we all hear about, how plant-based meat, how plant-based eco, bio, all these things are trying to be developed. And since 2017, the statistics are saying that people would like to put more bio, eco, healthy products into their lifestyles. So from food, creams, all these kind of things that we put on each other, especially women. And I think great part of men are trying to also follow that. And what it seems that mental wellness is growing very fast. I think they're trying to put the communication between the technology, brain, body, and try to apply it in order to brain to stay relaxed, focused, and not so much being foggy. And I believe this is the directions that will go definitely in a couple of years. And we're going to see a lot of business proven models being applied also to these themes. And my advice for the future potential franchise candidates, or you're trying to be before the market and not to be in competition when the market is already saturated, I do believe, first of all, it starts with the values of wellness. And I believe Elliot will tell us a lot more about that. And of course, seeing yourself in future connected to healthy lifestyle, this means walk the talk. So if you would like to have this kind of a system, I believe it's good to have your own personal commitment to doing that as well. And it means that you're working with people. And I think that is the nicest and prettiest ways how to work with people and how to be the master of people management, which is in franchising very much important. We say franchising is like people management. We try to talk with them, communicate with them, we try to support them, and we try to understand them very much in depth. So I'm going to say to you, if you're thinking about the wellness franchises, this is the right time to do the analysis of your local market and decide in which direction you would like to go. So thank you very much for listening to me. And now I am finished with my presentation. And our first speaker for today is Mr. Elliot Walker, the founder and CEO of the massage company. We met in 2019 at the franchise fair in Dubai. And it was a pleasure. It was a very much pleasure to meet someone who is an entrepreneur, who has spent the past few decades at the forefront of the health and wellness industry. After he launched, built and sold the thriving multi-million-pound business Murad, now Unilever owned, he co-founded the massage company, the franchise brand, bringing high-quality massage to the high street. The business thrives on making physical wellness and mental health through massage attainable for all. Elliot's current focus is scaling the business across the wellness sector, both here in the UK and internationally. Elliot, thank you very much for joining us today. And I pass it over to you for your presentation, and podium is yours.
Thank you, Edith, and hello everybody from all over the world. It is great to be here, and I would like to just echo some of the thoughts that Edith had just talked about, and to start with a brief story. That when we started the massage company, we wanted to talk to lots of people in property because we were a property-based business. We opened centres with between 10 and 15 treatment rooms, so people can leave their homes and go and have a treatment in a facility where they can get peace of mind as well as a better body in the process. If we go back to when we started this in sort of 2016 was when the first centre opened in Camberley in Surrey, there was the landlords weren't really interested in a massage concept, and now in 2023. All of the landlords and the major landlords are right across the UK are all talking about wellness hubs to create in the retail space that is left vacant by retailers that have left or downsizing their stores. The thing that is replacing that is wellness, because it is something that can't be delivered online. It is something that people need to get out of the house and enjoy, and it's the change in the market from the landlord perspective is huge from where we were even a few years ago. So what is the massage company? I'd like to start. So massage therapy is available in the UK, all across the world, but it varies in quality and it also varies in price. And what we've done at the massage company is bring really good quality massage therapy in accessible centres by really well-trained therapists, all at an accessible price point to the customer. And it's bringing all of those things together that makes the massage company really different from your spas and salons that you might see on the high street or you might see in a five-star hotel. So where is the massage company looking? We are the only company outside of the USA and Canada that has a membership-based massage concept, and we are looking at the Middle East, South Asia, to open further TMC centres. And why does it work so well? So massage therapists typically are not well rewarded, and we wanted to change that. So right from the start, Charlie and myself wanted to reward the therapists for what they do, which is materially improve people's lives, whether people come with a physical reason, so neck, back and shoulder pain, or they come because they have stress, anxiety, depression, PTSD. Whatever the reasons, massage therapy can treat and make a significant difference to both of those people's lives. But people often come in frequently for massage therapy, and what we wanted to do is get customers to come in regularly. So we're able to do that because we can reduce the price, because we know that customers, because they're on a subscription like Netflix, for instance, they're going to come repeatedly. So we're getting customers 18, 24 months, so much further than they've come to a regular gym. And because of that, the customers are seeing results in their life, improvements to their mental or physical well-being, but it also allows us to invest in our therapists. And it's just a winning formula. If we can invest in the therapists, that then comes in way of improved treatments and better quality treatments for the customer. So it's a winning formula for everybody. Massage company's been going for 6 years. I just wanted to share with you this top picture. This is an opening team would look like. So we've got centres now all across the UK. The latest centres opened up in south of Manchester, and it's booming. Massage therapy is in high demand all over the UK and all over the world. And we are providing a business model that allows something to scale. So that it could be something that's operated in the UK. We would expect turnovers of 1.2 million per centre. And we're rolling out centres across the UK. There are new ones coming, and we would hope to be by 150 sites across the UK by 2030. We've also done a master franchise agreement with India, and that will be relaunching in 2024. So we would hope that the first centres in India would be opening, and it really is, we're ready. Because of what's happened over the last couple of years, we are ready for international franchising and how we can support that, especially in the Middle East, which is only 6 hours away. So this is the team of the massage company. Training is one of the core components of what we do. We want people to be able to come in and guarantee them a great treatment. So that whether it's neck pain or they're suffering from depression, that they get relief after that treatment. And that's the important part. So training, we take qualified therapists, and then we put them through our own TMC training courses, so that they are delivering a really high standard and good quality of massage therapy. It's how you do that at scale. That's what we do. How do you offer thousands of massages every month and make sure the first massage that therapist is delivering is just as good as their last? And that's what the massage company offers franchisees. So to round off, we would expect a centre in the UK, so 10 to 15 treatment rooms, 2,000 to 3,000 square feet, to cost in the region of 150 to 250,000 fit out. And from there, we would expect that centre to grow to a turnover of between 800 and 1.2 million, doing double-digit net profit, so a sort of 15 to 25% net profit. And then we also offer larger centres. So where somebody would come in and want a multi-centre offering, you know, we really are looking at people who want to come in, open 5, 10 centres. It can be run with a condensed but strong management team, because the franchise and the business models are all there. So it really is a strong operator to be able to run that business for you. So as I said, the massage company, we are very, very much looking forward to opening, and I would hope we'd be opening in the Middle East, in key countries in 2024. Our centres are between 10 and 15 treatment rooms, and we'd be delivering 1,000 to 2,000 massage treatments a month. So we're seeing a lot of people delivering really good quality massage and changing a lot of lives.
Elliot, thank you. Our next speaker is Mr. Andrej Okresa. I'm very much happy that he came to our webinar in a full preparation of, because the person that would have to be, instead of him, just is on a sick leave, and we are very unfortunate, and hopefully Mariana gets well as soon as possible. Ekosen is one of the companies that I really love. I love their values and I love their way, how they're doing their business. And I've been following them since 2010. In order to present a little bit about the company, I'm going to say the following. Mr. Andrej Okresa is the representative for foreign markets at Ekosen, the leading company in the field of infrared technology, innovation and development in Slovenia and Europe. Since its beginning in 2008, Ekosen has been committed to offer the most efficient, beneficent, comfortable, and economical way of heating for households, houses, health and wellness institutions, and industrial facilities. Who developed it? Well, the owner is Mr. Elliot Walker, the founder and director of the company, aimed from the very start to develop energy-saving, eco-friendly products that improve people's quality of life and contribute towards a better future for the planet. Not only that the company offers a wide variety and range of products in different shapes, designs, and materials, but also the advantage of in-house development and production. Today, we will have the opportunity to listen to how this type of technology is implemented in the field of wellness and what are the positive effects. So thank you very much, Mr. Andrej, to coming to us, and the podium is yours, and I'm looking forward to your presentation as well.
Thank you, Dr. Stiener, very much for the introduction. Good day, everyone, and of course, a big thank you also from my side for joining us today. I'm really excited to share with you our experience, and I hope you will enjoy the presentation. So let's start it. Okay, firstly, I would like to begin who we are, what the infrared heating is, and what the type of products that we offer. I believe it will be useful, especially for those of you who are not familiar with infrared technology and haven't heard about our company yet. Then we will continue to the Ekosen franchising and, of course, ER heating in the wellness industry. So, Ekosen is actually family-owned business, and it is present on the market since 2008, would give us the longest tradition in the field of ER heating in the Adriatic region in Europe. We follow the latest eco trends and we are the future-orientated ecologically and technologically. Since 2010, the company has a constant growth and opened it already, and we have opened already 6 showrooms in Is it here? Well, okay. Since the very beginning, the main idea and the goal of the company was to develop products that have a long lifespan, are healthy and nature-friendly, help people to reduce the costs and give the maximum comfort. During the years, we developed an efficient 5-step approach to provide our customers the most reliable and pleasant experience and services perfectly adapted for their buildings. Inquiry and visit of Ekosen consultant, energy calculation, offer, quotation, installation, usage, and heating with air panels. We have also developed a CRM system that became the base for all our offers, knowledge bases, details, calculations, different data, work orders. So we can say that this is actually the center for our overall operation. After many years of efforts and perseverance, we can say that we are definitely took the right step and we are in the right direction to really make a positive change in the heating industry. So let's have a closer look to what infrared heating actually is. It refers to the one of the most natural and healthy forms of heat which work on the basis of far infrared radiation or sea-length waves that are transmitted and received by us and our surroundings. We can say that the warmth felt, it is very similar to the warmth of the solar heat. It is very efficient and economical solution for either main or auxiliary heating for all types of buildings. It is also interesting that panels convert almost 100% of electricity into heat and are usually installed on the ceiling. Here we can see 2 pictures of room. One is heated with infrared heaters, the other with convection heaters. Infrared heating work by heating the surface area of the room rather than the volume, as in case of the traditional convection heaters, which means they are heating considerably less to provide the same amount of heat. As we can see from the second picture, with infrared heating, the temperature is evenly distributed through the rooms. So there is no air circulation that causes dust, no temperature differences in the room, and no moist air condenses on the wall, causing wall damages and allowing mold to grow. Besides our panels, you can find in different shapes and materials. We developed also our unique ER-Sun Wi-Fi controller that turns the ER heating system into the most accurate, responsive, and comfortable way to heat. That is because it does not operate on the principle of hysteresis, but instead constantly monitors the temperature changes in the room and responds to them. This way, the system is constantly, very accurately calculating how much heat is required to precisely maintain the desired room temperature. It works also via an application, so you can use it remotely with your smartphone. So let's see our line, which called SunLife. We have infrared panels, one and one ideal. Then we have also is possible art, tech, and the mirror, and table. Table is, we also represent some designs, also such a round, tubes, discos. The possibilities are actually huge. So now that you got an idea for of our business, let's talk something about franchising. We saw the potential of the franchising business many years ago, and in fact, we still strongly believe that it is a great opportunity, especially for those who want to start a business without taking risk and go through the market testing. So we offer the Ekosen franchising model in order to share our knowledge, help a potential candidate to succeed, and expand our big Ekosen family. Here we can see the key elements: top products, high quality, own production, own development, etc. Marketing support system, establishment on the market, strong and well-known brand, turnkey franchise, education, software, applications, training, etc. And what does Ekosen franchise include? An exclusive right to use the Ekosen trademark and business concept in the candidate's territory or area, right to sell all Ekosen products, know-how and operations manual with detailed processes, marketing support, in-depth transfer of know-how, ongoing support in business and sales through the contract period, start necessary software for successful and efficient business. And to sum up, we offer our franchises to comprehensive and professional support, both at startup as well as during regular operations. They are never left behind or alone in this business journey. So how does our business work in wellness industry? We have noticed an increasing demand for our infrared heating system in the wellness industry in the past few years. Some examples: spas, massage rooms, changing rooms and bathrooms, hot yoga rooms, for example, and beauty salons. And there are many reasons why. For example, first, infrared heating panels really offer the same feeling effect as the sun in the term of heat. Infrared C radiation penetrates the deep layers of the dermis and through that heating up our bodies. By heating up our skin, our blood vessels expand and the blood circulation and metabolism is being stimulated. The absence of air currents can also have a positive effect on rheumatics and arthritis. Second, they eliminate the negative effects of the convection heaters. The third, cost-effective to run. We also say feed and forget technology, as there is very little maintenance required or none. The fourth, extreme comfort, pleasant warmth, which is attractive to the wellness sector. And the fifth, great design that is suitable for every type of the room. Once again, the possibilities how to implement ER heating in the wellness industry are huge. I would like to conclude that caring for the well-being of the people, the environment, the future, it is something that we are really passionate about. Having the opportunity to apply our business into different industries and help other individuals or companies to succeed offer a great, often even greater satisfaction. And franchising is definitely an option to consider, and we are highly recommended. So thank you again for your time, this short time, and of course I give the word back to Dr. Stiener.
Thank you, Andrej. Thank you very much for this in-depth introduction into wellness and everything all around when it comes to infrared panels. We will move on to the question and answer session now. May I ask all of the speakers to have their cameras and microphones switched on, please? To everyone watching, please send us your questions to us through the chat portal. We are open to questions, and I think experts such as Elliot and experts of Andrej into infrared can be a very nice and opportunity to ask some of the questions that we have been asking ourselves. And I believe we have already some of the questions when it comes to our guests today. So, Elliot, there is a question for you. How does the massage company differentiate from competitors?
Firstly, there is nobody around the world that, except in the USA and Canada, that is doing membership-based massage businesses. So most people operate on a buy a pack, come in for one-off experiences. And what we're getting customers to come in 4 or 5 times more than any other type of businesses. In a 5-star spa, the average visit is once every 18 to 24 months. That is because there's so many reasons for that, but we need and want customers to come in regularly for their treatments, and that's what makes this such a unique business. But it's also, we can invest in the team and invest in the and that means the customer gets a better quality of treatment. So there aren't any other competitors around the world, certainly are not in the Middle East, and we think that we will be able to provide a really good service that customers will be able to come back for monthly and have regular treatments with.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Another question for you. Are you open to work with private individual investors?
It depends. We absolutely are looking for a master franchise for each country. So there are a number of conversations that are happening at the moment. That's why I'd be quite confident that we'd be opening in the Middle East, Dubai, Saudi, things like that over the next, 18 to 24 months. And as part of that, if you are an independent operator and would like to come in, please get in touch with me or get in touch with the massage company. It's massagecompanyfranchise.co.uk. And if it's not ready just now for you, then we will be there, we will be able to support you, but then there'll also be the master franchise that will be able to support you in country with their country knowledge. And that's why you have a master. That's what makes franchising powerful, when you have the strong brand localized for any necessary changes that needed for the local market, and then supported by the brand and in country. So we'd want to be able to do that rather than just open up individual franchises all over the world.
Question is, when setting up a new branch, how involved are you? And since I know how you passionate are both about setting up, I think you get pretty much involved.
Yeah, I don't know how many we're going to be able to do this for. So it's right now, look, we're really involved. It's exciting. New centres opening, the first international markets that open. We have to make work and make very successful. So that's involvement with myself, my team, with Charlie and his team, and everybody at the massage company. So to open a successful centre, there's kind of some stages. So if I can just take briefly run through those. So first of all, once we've taken somebody through the sort of franchise recruitment process, we're finding out about them. Will they make a successful franchisee, as they're then trying to do their due diligence on the business? What's their roles, what's the investment levels, what could be their expected returns? So once we've gone through that, really once the franchise agreement's done, then we would start the property search. So in the UK, that generally takes 3 months to advertise and to find a property, 3 months for legals, and then 3 months for fit out. So we're a minimum of about 9 months from franchise agreement to opening the centre. And during that time, people, the key point is 3 months before opening, because you have all the recruitment, all of the marketing, the fit out and build would all be happening. And because of that, that requires quite a bit of time from the franchisee, and we would support that. So there'd be members of the team supporting that, certainly myself and Charlie, and then so we would be supporting that, as well as sort of the master franchisee in the local area. So lots of support to make sure that business is a success. And as the team grows, there's obviously more people that will be able to support that in more specialities.
Okay, and for the audience here and my own interest, how long does it in average take that you find a location that is suitable for a massage company?
Yeah, generally it was a lot longer, but the changes to high streets, to retail environments all around the world has certainly, there are just more available properties than they were 5 or 6 years ago. And so that means that there are properties available. We've got to find the right property. So we've got to do our due diligence. We have to do our analysis. We have to compare and contrast to the other centres and the populations and socio-economic demographics. So we would do all of that side of it to find the right property. But I would say in the UK, it's 3 months. 3 months to find a property, and then to get to heads of terms. Then it would be 3 months legals. Never managed in the UK to get that any quicker than 3 months. And then we would allow 3 months for the fit out. It is quite a bit shorter than that, but just for delays and starting dates moving, we'd allow 3 months. So from the date of doing the franchise agreement, we'd say you're approximately 9 months before the keys open the door and having your first customers come in for massage treatments.
And what I remember very good, and this next question refers to you, you are very good and very much prepared for the marketing campaigns before opening even the door, and I was fascinated by that, because I mean, nobody thought that it prepared this quite quickly, because you are collecting the potential visitors months before.
Yes, and now, I mean, look, you get better at franchising. Obviously, that's what a franchisee, that's what a master franchisee is buying into. That's what they want. Us to have made mistakes, us to have spent our money and invest in different things to make sure that everything that we do is working really well. And that's what a franchisee should expect, and we've certainly done that. So we start with a lot of customers. We start with a lot of customers, and we start with members, and that allows the business just to start at such a speed. You know, we are trying to send in hundreds of new customers each month, and before a business opens, you know, you'd be in the thousands mark. So look, we've invested a huge amount over the last 7 years. We bring all that experience with testing and trying and all new items that can optimize those metrics, so that franchisee can become as profitable as quickly as possible, because that's what everybody wants. You know, the center to be busy, customers to be out there talking about the business and having good treatments that they're getting really results for. And when that happens, then you've got a business that can roll out, and then it's a second center, and you've got multi-site franchisees.
Thank you, Elliot. I really appreciate always the all-around infos that you provide us with your passion, how to support your franchisees. And I do hope people see, when they see you, that you really do all in order to prepare your franchisee for the new launch and their business opportunity, which is very much valuable in this franchising industry. So thank you very much for bringing up so much passion about you. Let's see with our Mr. Andrej. Andrej, when it comes to wellness and managing a wellness franchise brand like Ekosen, what are some common challenges that you have when it comes to wellness?
Actually, not the big one, but interesting is that the ear heating panels are very, very popular in this industry. And for example, in Ljubljana, we make hot yoga. The people are always asking, are the ear heating panels strong enough to say we so produce enough heating, enough warmth for example, for hot yoga? And of course, we made it. We made it. It's really easy to make ear panels in every type of this industry.
And also what I think as well, when we put the region, the audience that is coming from this region, we always apply to houses and apartments, because some of the nights can be cold. What showed us an incredible benefit is the heating panels in form of a mirror in toilets or bathrooms and so on, which is incredible how this business model is applicable to different premises. What fascinates me. And next question, I'm going to answer, if I may. So what is the required capital to start? So Ekosen is offering single franchises. We are on our way to put together a master franchise package, and it goes from single unit 75 to 100, and based on your local market, it can go even lower. So the businesses can start with a studio that is selling the infrared panels on 35-50 square meters as a showroom, and you saw the picture how this should look like. More details about it, then please contact me or Mr. Andrej Okresa in
or you can mail us every question. For example, info@ekosen.eu.
And I believe the break-even point, the profitability can be achieved from 2 to 3 years. Sometimes you base this on conservative scenarios when it comes to financial development, I believe. And the business model outsources the service workers, right?
Yes, more or less. They are the workers. They are not employee of our company, but they are actually work with us as outsource.
Yeah, and I do believe you have the trainings.
Yeah, of course. This is actually we gave actually to the people everything what they need. the problem is that air heating industry is actually so pretty unknown to the more say we so to the public, but we give all education from A to Z, you know.
Yeah, I know. When Aleš Babić is getting nervous a little bit because he's getting a new training support of the outsource, it's always a little bit of challenge. So I'm very happy always to hear nice stories about it. Also, for both of you, and I know, Elliot, you already explained in which territories you are looking for potential franchisees, master franchisees. Elliot, first you, and then Andrej, could you explain it once again? Because I think it's good to repeat, and maybe some of the audiences are interested into your concept. Elliot, please.
Of course, Edith. So the territories that we're looking for the massage company are specifically Dubai, Saudi Arabia. We're also looking for Australia as well. So Dubai and Saudi Arabia are the two that hopefully we will have open in the next 18 to 24 months. And there is a number of units. The market, we've done our research on the market from our side. So where the conversations that are happening at the moment, I would really hope that we're open. And if people are interested in those markets, please come and talk to us. It's massagecompanyfranchise.co.uk. And yeah, bring massage to the mainstream in the Middle East.
Yeah, from our side, Europe, more or less Europe, and of course, Middle East. But of course, we are open to speak with everybody because, as I said, air heating is not very known to the general public. Everybody are welcome.
Especially when it comes to infrared heating. I tried it and I own it, and I'm very much inspired by it because it refers to your immune system, metabolism, collagen being produced.
Really, exactly.
And when we were applying all this to Middle East, North Africa, some of the surroundings countries, I believe this can be very much applied to houses inside, warming up in the evening or during the night. As I said, also different kind of production lines, not just companies and hot yoga studios.
Yes,
because in summer, I think they're pretty getting the level of temperature higher in comparison to us. But I am very much happy to have the opportunity always to have so nice guest speakers. And when I heard, Elliot, you're going to be here, I was really happy to see you again and to get some new information from you. And then we were thinking about my system that will be prepared for wellness in this area. I was very much happy to have the opportunity again with Ekosen to enjoy this presentation. So do we have any more questions? No? Okay, doesn't matter. Is there anything you would like to share with us when it comes to future of your business, your strategy, when it comes to thinking about your long-term strategy when it comes to business model, in which way you are thinking? I know that this kind of a setup is now ready and it can be, but sometimes franchise candidates, especially the master franchisee, are thinking, okay, now I know I can get this, but I'm interested as the owner. What are your thoughts about future in massage company?
I think one of the key questions that always comes up is training, and how do you ensure that in the treatment there is good quality massages delivered to every customer. And so we've invested heavily in our training. Charlie and John Holman, so in the UK, absolutely a massage legend. They've done over 50,000 massage treatments himself. Has been in the industry for a long time and knows a huge amount about massage therapy, and devised a training course for the massage company so that we can deliver a consistently high quality of massage every time. And that is able to be implemented around the world. So it's able to be implemented in new countries, right down to the franchise, to the individual massage therapy level. So that's probably the one big thing that we've we probably don't need to be doing it, the TMC Training Academy now, but we know if we do this right, there's at least 150 sites in the UK, that's 3,000 therapists. So we're investing heavily in the Massage Company Training Academy, so that that has been built up right now. And it's exciting. It's producing loads of new therapists, but it's also giving capacity into our centres, and we'll be able to implement that in a master franchise or a new country territory.
It's good to hear that, because I know how services shown up and taught, and how difficult it is to show people to doing it consistently when it comes to therapeutes, right? And I know when we had a case when there was one change, and it took us 6 to 8 months to change all this when it comes to methods applied to treating the customer and so on. And I think you have nice challenges in front of you. And of course, know-how-based franchises do take a little bit longer to learn, but they have much more benefits when it comes to that in comparison to retail. So thank you very much for your reply. Andrej, when it comes to future of Ekosen, products, business development, new business concepts, please give us some thoughts about it.
Yeah, of course, franchising is the first one for our type of company is very suitable for us. And I will just say, in the next couple of years, we would like to become more visible presence on the market, as well the most recognizable infrared heating brand, not only in the EU but also in Middle East, in America, in North of Africa for now. For example.
And I saw you have a table with infrared heating.
It is very good air heating panel that don't eat too much energy. With a lower consumption of energy, you can heat yourself when you're drinking a coffee outside when it's winter.
Okay, very good. I'm very much grateful for your replies and descriptions and your energy and effort. And I believe this is all for today that we tried, both of us, or three of us, to share with you. Thank you everyone for attending, and special thank you to you, Elliot, again, and Andrej, for your time joining it today. In case you didn't manage to watch the full session, a recording of this webinar will be published on the website, thefranchisetalk.com. What I am very grateful about when it comes to next webinar, which will be taking place on the 13th of June, 2023, which will cover the tea and coffee franchises, your health, and think about the wellness, and think about how you can reverse your age and stay healthy till your 90 years or 100 years. I encourage you warmly, because we are getting close to being healthy in your years that are about to come. Thank you once again for attending, and see you soon.